Talking more about all of that right after this next track by Audio Drones. This is Dream About Tomorrow.
About tomorrow, it doesn't mean your yesterdays didn't mean what you thought, and there's not a thing that I would change. But we all fall down to the same old sounds. If you believe things will never change, then they'll never change. Take the time to adjust your eyes. You'd be blown away, because this world is incredibly massive, and yet this world is a delicate ball. And if we take a step back and analyze it all, you feel so small. But we all fall down to the same old sounds. If you believe we will never change, cynical ways. But if we find the time to compromise our minds, they'd light the way, because we take it all for granted, but we never take it in. And on your final day, who gets to say if you lose or win? But we all fall down to the same old sounds. If you believe that you can't be saved, then you can't be saved. You can dream about tomorrow. It doesn't mean your yesterdays didn't mean what you thought, and there's not a thing that I would change. But we all fall down to the same old sounds. If you believe things will never change, then they'll never change.
Audio Drones here on Pure West Radio. That was Dream About Tomorrow. A pretty new band, actually, only formed earlier this year. Influences from Foo Fighters, Green Day and Oasis. They've just released their first EP called The Greenfield, which is available now on all major streaming platforms. What do you think of that, Mike? That was all right, wasn't it?
I really enjoyed that, actually. Really enjoyed it.
Let's jump straight in. Do you want to close that door? Because I'm a bit echoey. Sorry.
It is a bit.
Yeah, that's better. That's better. Let's jump straight in. So it's been nearly 2 years since I'm guessing either of us attended a live music event.
Definitely.
And this Friday, we both ventured down to Have a Hub for their rock night. What a great night.
It was fantastic.
I had such a good night.
don't want to get too much into it, but yeah, it was absolutely brilliant.
It was quite surreal, wasn't it? And it was like getting straight back into it. I wasn't sure about.
It was like we walked in wearing masks and like, oh, we don't need to anymore.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
exactly.
you know, it's going to take a bit of getting used to.
But it was a great night. What were your kind of thoughts and feelings when we were in there? Were you anxious at all about things? It's been such a long time.
I was a bit. I think stood at the bar, you know, was the most nerve-wracking bit for me. But
you weren't sure about the price of the beer, and
I didn't care about the price of the beer. Mate. But yeah, no, I was a bit nervous, but you know, not too much.
Yeah, no,
I'm dipping in and out, yeah, I think.
I agree. Sounded good to me. I agree. It was a bit. It took some kind of getting back into, didn't it? Almost.
Ange was straight in there.
Of course she is. She was interrupting the band halfway through to tell them how good they were, which is great. But you know, you don't do that. We're gonna play. I think we're going to go straight into the feature that we call In the Spotlight. Usually we've got 3 tracks from one artist, haven't we?
Yeah, normally.
What we're going to do this episode, instead, we're going to have 2 tracks from 2 of the artists, so 4 altogether, that featured at the gig. We'll go with Statues of Men first before I get into anything else regarding the gig. Absolutely fantastic band. It was their first ever gig, which I found quite hard to believe. I did ask them for a few words regarding their first gig and their experience. They said it was so great to finally be out gigging. Massive thank you to everyone at Have a Hub, everyone who spoke to us after, all the other bands, and all the support that they've been given over the weekend. So that's really good to hear. Really, really good. So without further ado, we will play 2 tracks now back to back. First of all, The Light, and we'll go straight into Before I Go.
Stuck to the floor, reaching out and feeling West Radio.
She lets me know when he's gone out, 10 p.m. or thereabouts. I shouldn't go, but I always do. She keeps her eyes on me throughout, her way of erasing any doubt. It shouldn't work, but it always does. And will this never end? You dominate my head. I'm slowly going under. Before I go, tell me you'll miss me. I need you to want me. You leave me feeling used. Before I go, give me another chance to feel like you want me. I leave my feelings at the door, and it leaves me wanting more of what I can't say. Does he treat you how he should? 'Cause with us it feels so good, and he's getting in the way. And will this never end? You're always in my head. I know I'm going under. Before I go, tell me you'll miss me. I need you to want me. You leave me feeling used. Before I go, give me another chance to feel like you want me. I need you to want me. Running out of time. I wanna call you mine. Before I go, tell me you'll miss me. I need you to want me. You leave me feeling used. Before I go, give me another chance to feel like you want me. I need you to want me.
Statues of Men here on Pure West Radio. The first half of You're in the Spotlight. They were, I think they were the second band on
Yes, they were, yeah.
at the Rock Night in Haverhub on Friday. Yeah, fantastic little, I think they're a four-piece band from Pembrokeshire, based in around Haverwest, I believe. It was their first ever gig. I think they would have gigged a while ago, if not for COVID, etc.
yeah.
So, yeah, good for them. Really, really enjoyed it. So hopefully there's some big things coming from them because I'm really enjoying their music. Up next, then, we'll have the second half. A band that are no strangers to making noise. They actually, I think it was episode 1, wasn't it, Mike?
Yeah, it was.
They
Actually, yeah.
came on live via
When I kept getting
live
kicked out.
stream. That was right. It was better without you, to be honest. To actually introduce their brand new single, San Junipero. So that was 6 months ago now.
Yeah.
That's something I skipped over. Episode 6. 6 months. We've been doing this now. I mean, I know we've been doing it, longer, but
Oh, I know,
in
but
terms
this
of this show, this format, yeah, crazy. Anyway, let's hear it now. We're going to hear 2 tracks back to back from the South Wales-based trio Ignitemares. Letters to Laura, first of all. I think that was their first single in this format, and then we're going to hear their newest one, San Junipero.
I won't pretend to imagine the pain that you were both left in, but what she did to him can't be forgiven. And you so damn know he loved you like his own. Goddamn sister, I miss you, but the seas are sown. Oh Laura, 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 I wish you knew the truth. Oh Laura, 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 we only want the best for you. Oh Laura, 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 there's nothing I can do. Oh Laura, 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 we only want the best for you.
Pure West Radio.
Living room looks just like that.
Oh, it does? There are accidents on the floors.
Staying connected.
Can we just shut up for once and let our bodies talk? I've been waiting for a night off to get you alone in the dark. See, I'm no longer a kid. No, this isn't hormonal. This is love, pragmatic and scheduled. Do you like this lingerie I bought? I got it on sale, 3 for 2 at Marks and Spencer's. I thought it was a great deal, so don't panic, babe, it's all okay. I didn't break the bank, I just thought I'd make an effort to try and turn your crank. So here we go. So too shy to take off my clothes. And darling, darling, you know that I could never let it go. After all these years, you're beautiful. I have made sure that I've showered. I have even brushed my hair. I've also made a playlist at the bed. Show you that I care. Well, I'm not expecting fireworks. Don't wanna go all night. I'd rather be in bed by 10. Snuggle and turn out the lights. So here we go. You can just like the first one. And darling, darling, I know your love still seeps into my soul. You still make me feel beautiful. We used to bounce each other off the walls, breaking single bets, and now we're counting all my gray hairs, and we're talking mortgages. But I don't mean to sound unhappy to have lost our lustful youth. The truth is, this is all I've wanted since the first day I met you.
Great Scott!
So here we go. Indifferent to the fast and slow. And darling, darling, they go. How good it feels to not let go.
Ignitemares. San Junipero, before that, Letters to Laura. Those two bands there, Ignitemares and Statues of Men, as I said, did perform on Friday in Haverfordwest for what was our first, and I think both of theirs, first gig in some time.
Very much long time.
Fantastic, absolutely great night. Coming up very soon, we're going to be asking if Maisie Smith, you might recognise her from EastEnders, and I was going to say Dancing on Ice. It's not, that's the other one. What's it called? Strictly Come
Strictly
Dancing.
Come,
Got
yeah,
it.
that's it.
Whether she should have stuck to the day job. And we're also going to be asking which band used to be called the T-Set, or what did the T-Set go on to become, whichever way you want to word it. So we'll be asking you that as part of What's My Name Again here on Making Noise on Pure West Radio. Mike, talk to me about a bit of Divide then.
First of Diablo's tracks, I'm still cutting out. This must be my ears. A bit of Divide are a hard-working, tight 5-piece heavy rock band from the Hampshire area. They've actually gigged all locally, lots of big places. Is that one there, Tom? They've actually been #1 in the local Reverb Nation metal charts for like several weeks, as well as making it into the top 40 on the national charts. Check it out. This track's called Out of Reach, I believe it is. You got
It
one,
is. Yeah, looking forward to it. Here we are. Cheers, Diablo.
First thing that left was a spark in your eyes, but it never left my heart deep inside. I seek only to reprieve and welcome the darkness that's in me. How quickly life can turn. You're blind to the world in front of you, surrounded by your demons. I will not let you break me, so I need to change. These arms aren't strong enough anymore to hold on to what isn't pure. These scars you left will burn so bright, you will no longer hold the light. How quickly life can turn. You're blind to the world in front of you, surrounded by your demons. I will not let you break me, so I need to change. So I need to change direction. So I need to change direction. The depths you have found have become hard to climb, pushing back your people one at a time. You've been running so long, it's time to stop. It's time for you to change. You're blind to the world in front of you, surrounded by your demons. I will not let you break me, so I need to change. So I need to change direction. Oh. So I need to change direction. Oh. So I need to change direction.
Bit of Divide, Out of Reach here on Making Noise, Pure West Radio. That's the first of 3 tracks coming from the Dark One. Yeah, really good. Really enjoyed that. What do you reckon?
I enjoyed it. Not Reese's normal thing, but I think he sent that specifically
Well,
for
it's,
me.
it's, like, it's nice and lighter, isn't it?
Because you know what,
He's,
he's like,
yeah.
you know, he's into that sort of stuff.
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah, we'll save that for the rock show on a Tuesday night. Up next, we've got Amir with Freak of Nature. We've got Stick to Day Job coming up very soon, and don't forget, we are going to ask you which band used to be known as. I've lost it. What was it?
The T-Set.
The T-Set. That's
The
it. I need to write
T-Set.
it down somewhere. The T-Set. I had a complete mind fart then. Completely just disappeared from me. Yeah, what band used to be called the T-Set? What did the T-Set go on to become? If you know, do get in touch with us. We're streaming.
No Googling.
No Googling, don't cheat. We're
Don't
streaming
cheat.
live on facebook.com/Pure West Radio, as well as Pure West Radio's Twitter and YouTube channels as well. So do get in touch via any of those platforms. Of course, facebook.com/Making Noise as well, whichever is your preference. Do go on, drop us a comment, show us some love, and do tell us if you know who the T-Set went on to become. Amir now, a London boy, a very good friend of ours here at Pure West Radio. He's performed at several of our events, including the County Show, Fish Week I think he was at as well, and Pems Fest. Absolutely amazingly talented individual, this guy. This is his latest track, Freaky Nature, which was released last month.
Maybe I'm crazy, but I'm not a fool. I know they hate me for telling the truth, but I don't mind though. I got pride, oh, I'm coming through. Yeah, yeah. I'm a dark soul, but a good man. I got champagne in my head flash. I'ma get drunk, tryna let go. Keep the angel from my shadow. I don't feel alone when there's no one home. Like a scared child when they're on the road. But I'm not running from myself, 'cause I got another side. When it takes control, don't know where to draw the line. Day or night, it's all the same, but I'm alright. Ordinary ain't my life. It's better to be a freak in nature than to live for life. I'm on the other side, looking in and watching people waste their time, saving faces of a space, but I'm alright. Ordinary ain't my life. It's better to be a freak in nature than to live for life. Breaking the silence, I'm turning it up. There's too many liars, enough and enough. It ain't no crime, no. You cross the line, oh, I'm coming through. Oh, 'cause I got another side. When it takes control, don't know where to draw the line. Day or night, it's all the same, but I'm alright. Ordinary ain't my life. It's better to be a freak in nature than to live for life. I'm on the other side, looking in and watching people waste their time, saving faces of a space, but I'm alright. Ordinary ain't my life. It's better to be a freak in nature than to live for life. Dark soul, but a good man. I got champagne in my head flash. I'ma get drunk, tryna let go. Keep the angel from my shadow. I don't feel alone when there's no one home. Like a scared child when they're on the road. But I'm not running from myself, 'cause I got another side. When it takes control, don't know where to draw the line. Day or night, it's all the same, but I'm alright. Ordinary ain't my life. It's better to be a freak in nature than to live for life. I'm on the other side.
Amia here on Pure West Radio. Freaking Nature. That was released just over a month ago, so do make sure you go share the love on social media, Ami Official UK. Do make sure that you do that with any of the tracks and artists that you enjoy here tonight on Pure West Radio. Making noise, bringing music to life.
I was
Okay.
still bopping onto that when the camera came back.
I didn't notice. I heard your little tap on your lap at the end as well. Maisie Smith. Let's talk about her. You may recognise her, as I said, from EastEnders. And again, I was going to say Dancing on Ice. Strictly, yeah. So Maisie Louise Calendar Smith. Calendar, I thought that was what you kind of drain rice in. Is it not? Born 9th of July 2001. She's an English actress and singer. She appeared in the feature film The Other Boleyn Girl in 2008. Probably most known for playing the regular role of Tiffany Butcher on the BBC soap opera EastEnders, mainly from 2008 to 2014. In November 2016, she did return temporarily to EastEnders for a guest appearance before making a full-time return in January 2018. In 2020, she competed in the 18th series of Strictly Come Dancing alongside her partner Gorka Marquez, I think that's his name, Marquez, and reaching the final but lost to Bill Bailey. Imagine that. Imagine getting all, and I don't watch it, but I've seen some clips of, like, she is a really good dancer.
Yeah.
She's absolutely fantastic.
I never watched it, to be
and
honest.
then you get to the final and you lose to Bill Bailey, who is a legend, but I'm sure he's no dancer. But like I said, I can't judge. I didn't watch it. In 2016, she released her first single, Good Thing, which we're going to hear now. And then a year later, she released Where My Heart Is, but hasn't done much with music since. So we're going to be asking, as always, whether Maisie Smith, formerly of, or currently of EastEnders, formerly of Strictly Come Dancing, should have stuck to the day job, let's say of acting primarily. That's what she's most well known for. Or whether she was right to venture into music. So, as always, we're going to be putting this question up to you. So do head over to facebook.com/Pure West Radio or comment on YouTube or Twitter, wherever you're listening and watching. Do get in touch regarding all of our music tonight. But yeah, let us know whether you think Maisie Smith was right to venture into music, whether she's any good, whether she's a good singer, or whether she should have stuck to acting. It is a harsh question, but you know, it's all in jest.
Have we actually had any yet that said stick to their day job?
I
don't think we have.
Katie Price.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Oh yes, that's right. Thank you, Tom, in the background.
I missed that.
Jake Paul,
That was getting kicked out.
That was trash. I'm sorry. As
making the whole track.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's the first ever one that we couldn't listen to the whole thing.
No.
You know, as I always disclaim, this is just
just for fun.
This is just for fun.
Yeah.
And I really do advocate for anybody to just, you know, express yourself through music, regardless of your talent. But that, Jake Paul was absolutely dire.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I mean, I can't even say stick to the day job because he just annoys me at everything.
Well, yeah, I was going to say that.
Yeah.
He does get punched in the face now for a living.
Yeah, and I'm sure that there's a queue. There's a queue. It's just all marketing, isn't it? Anyway, Maisie Smith, let's listen to her track, Good Thing. This was released in 2016. So we're going to hear this track now and then ask you whether she should have stuck to acting.
Tell me right before I pour my heart out, will you stay or will you walk away? If I gave you every piece of me now, would you just take or give your love to me? Good thing we got here. Oh, I know we got this, we're fighting for. This love we found is what I'm looking for. We got a good good thing going, baby, going, baby. I never felt a love like this before. When I'm around you, I just want you more. We got a good thing going, baby. I know what we got is we're fighting for. This love we found is what I'm looking for. We got a good thing going, baby. I never felt a love like this before. When I'm around you, I just want you more. We got a good thing going, baby.
Tiffany Butcher there, Maisie Smith. Stick to the day job or not. I actually quite enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it as
I
well.
said off air, if you take the Alvin and the Chipmunk wailing out of the background, out of the intro, I actually think that's quite a good song. Really enjoyed it.
I did.
I agree.
We were saying similar to the Katie Price one, although I don't think that was in the same kind of category as this, because that was actually good. But I think a few drinks and that comes on,
I mean,
in Eddie's and you're
if you
straight
had
on
a
the
few
dance floor.
drinks, you'd dance to anything anyway, wouldn't you?
Yeah, good point.
Well, you would anyway.
Good point. What are we saying then? Maisie Smith, she's best known for being an actress. She was very good on Strictly Come Dance. I keep going.
Strictly
I
Come
keep
Dancing,
going
mate.
to
Strictly
Dancing
Come
on Ice. I have
Dancing.
no idea why. What do you reckon, Mike?
I say go for it.
Yeah?
Yeah,
you
go
you
for
like
it.
that?
Yeah.
I quite like it. A few tweaks.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you've got a good song there.
Like you said, get rid of the Alvin and the Chipmunks thing.
I'd
but,
be
you know.
really interested to actually hear her live because, as we said, you take the Katie
I'll
Price
give it a ring
one,
now if you
but
want.
put all of the editing and autotune in, and anything can sound good.
Yeah.
I'd be quite interested to see if she's done a kind of live unplugged
wonder.
performance. I'll have a look. Maybe we'll play something next week.
Yeah, do
Yeah.
it.
You got some shout-outs?
I've got to give some massive shout outs. Oppo, he's listening in Newport. Good old Rogie boy, RMB. Inam in Swansea, hello. And we've got Leon from, just down the road in Johnston.
Someone else has also been in touch. They've got what's my name again, right?
Oh, yes, Diablo.
Yeah.
Of all people to get it right. I
Yeah.
mean, come on, Diablo.
Well, I think similar to a few that we did on that feature. Well, not the feature, the show where we kind of
Yeah.
did that back to back.
Well, he's not going to comment because he said what he's going to do. I said we should let somebody have a go that isn't going to Google it like he did.
No,
you know?
yeah. So we know we know somebody's got it right. Do get in touch. Facebook.com/Pure West Radio, on Twitter and YouTube as well. We're streaming live. It's at Pure West Radio, and also on the Making Noise Facebook page. It's facebook.com/Making Noise. We're going to hear some music now. Some more music. Canadian rock singer and songwriter Eric Bolton. He's released his debut original solo song Genesis, Let There Be Love. I love this track. I have listened to it because I was quite interested. Because this track is described as a rock anthem for all ages, but he does go on and in his own quotes he says, "This is a song to mark my coming out as gay and beginning to celebrate life and being able to love." I think that's absolutely great.
Yeah,
So I'm really
brilliant.
looking
Go for
forward to listening to this one. Canadian rock singer with his original track Genesis. This is Eric Bolton.
Singing in silence, I felt home the start. I've been no kind of quiet. There was never really us. There can never be one. There can never be love. Where do we go? Where do we go? Now that we're breathing. Where do we go? Where do we go? Now that we're free. half of the hope in our hearts. But the lights get blinding, more than ever alive and more than ever be one. Let there be love. Where do we go? Where do we go? Now that we're breathing. Where do we go? Where do we go? Now that we're free. Where do we go? Where do we go? Now that we're breathing. Where do we go? Where do we go? Now that we're free.
Eric Bolton. That was Genesis, Let There Be Love. Really enjoyed that.
I
and
really
like I
enjoyed
said,
that
a
as
really
well.
lovely meaning behind it.
Yeah.
So, big up, Eric. All the best, mate, up in Canada. Okay, yeah, it's time for the cover-up. It's another great feature here on Making Noise on Pure West Radio. We pick two of our favourite covers that we've come across in the last month. I've got a little bit of a different one for you this week because usually they're either unsigned or very up and coming. Actually, we've got quite a well-known artist. Some of you may know him. His name's Youngblood. One of my favourite guys in music at the minute. And he's done a fantastic cover of David Bowie's Life on Mars. But to counteract that, we'll go not just young, upcoming and unsigned, but we'll go local as well. Tom Newman, local boy, with his cover of Chris Stapleton's Tennessee Whiskey. So love both of these tracks, both of the originals. And I will say both these covers are absolutely banging as well. So let's have it.
Do it.
Used to spend my nights down the barroom. Liquor was the only love I've known. But you rescued me from reaching the bottom and brought me back from being too far gone. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet strawberry wine. You're as warm glass of brandy. Honey, I stay storm on your love all the time. Love for love, not the same old places. Find the bottom of the bottle's always dry. When you pour out your heart isn't wasted, 'cause there's nothing like your love to get me high. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet strawberry wine. time. You're smooth as Tennessee whiskey. Tennessee whiskey. Tennessee whiskey.
This is Pure West Radio. Across Pembrokeshire, 24 hours a day.
It's a god of a small affair. To the girl with the mousy hair. But her mommy is yelling no. And her daddy is told her to go. But her friend is nowhere to be seen. Now she walks through a sunken dream to the seat with the clearest view. And she's hooked on the silver screen. But the film is a saddened bore, for she lived it 10 times or more. She could spit in the eyes of fools as they ask her to focus on sailors fighting in the dance hall. Oh man, look at those cavemen go. It's the freakiest show. Take a look at the last man beating up the wrong guy. Oh man, I wonder if he'll ever know. He's in the best-selling show. It's the life on It's on America's tortured brow that Mickey Mouse has grown up a cow. Now the workers are struck for fame, 'cause Lennon's on sale again. For the mice in their million holes, from Ibiza to the Norfolk ports, Rule Britannia is out of bounds. To my mother, my dog and clowns. But the film is a sad and bore, 'cause I wrote it 10 times or more. It's about to be read again. All I ask you to focus on sailors fighting in the dance hall. Oh man, look at those cavemen go. It's the freakiest show. Take a look at the last man beating up the wrong guy. Oh man, I wonder if he'll ever know. He's in the best-selling show. Is the life on
The awesome Youngblood there with his cover of Bowie's Life on Mars. Before that, Tom Newman with his cover of Tennessee Whiskey, which I think is such a mature cover of his, because at the time I think he was in his early teens, 15, 16. So he's a local lad, and I have had a chat with him today. to let him know obviously we were playing the track, and he's going to be in the studio very soon, so we'll keep you up to date on that. That was the cover up, 2 fantastic covers back to back. Don't forget, if you are an artist and you've got any song, but certainly if you've got a cover as well, do get in touch. We'd love to feature you here on Making Noise. You can drop us an email, studio@purewestradio.com. Now, British singer-songwriter Nick Reeve returns with his new single, The Heat, that we're about to hear now. It's now streaming on all platforms. Following the success of his previous single, Magic, released back in May, Nick is keen to deliver a positive and energising message through music. So really looking forward. I have had a little listen to this one as I was putting it in. It sounds absolutely fantastic. Here is Nick Reeve with The Heat.
I'm burning up and I kinda like it. Can't get enough. You got me good, I'm not gonna fight it. I'm trying to be a little bit clever and I just can't hide it. With just one look, with just one kiss, with just one touch, you're impossible to resist. Oh yeah, I wanna feel the heat. Oh yeah, I wanna feel the heat. Oh yeah, I wanna feel the heat. Give it to me now. Give it to me now. I've seen you move, your body excites me. I can't get enough. Your energy across the room, so inviting. But the moment that you took my hand was like lightning. With just one look, with just one kiss, with just one touch, you're impossible to resist. Oh yeah, I wanna feel the heat. Oh yeah, I wanna feel the heat. Oh yeah, I wanna feel the heat. Give it to me now. Give it to me now. I can't resist. You got me good. I can't resist. Ooh, I can't resist. Oh yeah, I wanna feel the heat. Oh yeah, I wanna feel the heat. Oh yeah, I wanna feel the heat. Yeah, give it to me now. Give it to me. Oh yeah, I wanna feel the heat. Oh yeah, I wanna feel the heat. Oh yeah, I wanna feel the heat. Yeah, give it to me now. Give it to me now. Give it to me now.
Nick Reeve there with The Heat, and I think he's done what he promised to do in deliver some high energy fun. Really good atmosphere music. That was fantastic. Mike, you've got some to say hi to, I think.
Cool. No, it's Kat gave a shout out. She
Yeah.
really loved that last cover. I'm literally trying to find the cover now. And I can't find it
Youngblood,
anywhere.
Life on Mars.
It
I
was
think
the
she
Life on Mars cover,
she enjoyed that. Speaking of listening and watching on Facebook, if you are struggling to listen to any of the music, then you are more than welcome to join us on YouTube, on Twitter, or on purewestradio.com. facebook.com to listen to the radio directly. Up next, we've got South African-born but currently London-based singer, songwriter, and producer Kiara Jordan. She shares an enlightening new track, Young Man, which is going to be released. It's not yet out. Next week on the 21st of August. That'll be available on all major streaming platforms. Kiara Jordan here on Pure West Radio. As always, do go and share the love. Do a little search on Facebook, Instagram, etc. Share the love.
Listen live at purewestradio.com.
Young man, no faith in the world he lives in. Beaten down in a shanty town. The Western world won't let him win. Torn clothes, bare feet, I can see his pain. Where do you go when all you have to show is 5 rand to your name? A knock on my window, his face at my door. He sings the words of the fight that he's endured. He cries, freedom, freedom, feed my soul. Powers, powers, taking everything I own. He's right, my skin, it strips my right to say. I know what it feels like, I don't know what it feels like to be scared every day. Young man, old eyes, he's seen this life before. He wants to climb, but without a dime, his ceiling is the floor. A knock on my window, his face at my door. He sings the words of the fight that he's endured. He cries, freedom, freedom, feed my soul. Powers, powers, taking everything I own.
Racism in our country could not but feed racism in other parts of the world as well. The universal struggle against apartheid was therefore not an act of charity arising out of pity for our people, but an affirmation of our common humanity.
A knock on my window, his face at my door. He sings the words of the fight that he's endured. He cries, freedom, freedom, feed my soul. Powers, powers, taking everything I own. A knock on my window, his face at my door. He sings the words of the fight that he's endured. He cries, freedom, freedom, feed my soul. Powers, powers, taking everything I own.
Beautiful track there by Kiara Jordan, Young Man.
Yeah.
That is set to be released on the 21st of this month. Really, really good track. So make sure you do go and stream and download that as and when it's released. Up next, we've got Swansea-based Shez Kane. We've featured her on the show a few times before because she's phenomenal. The vocals on this woman, the range is just incredible. She's one of 3 sisters that fronts the Swansea-based rock band Caned. And yeah, if you thought her voice was amazing, try listening to the 3 of them. Maybe we'll play that on next month's show. Straight after that, though, we are going to be playing What's My Name Again. We're asking you, please do get in touch. What did the band, the T-Set, change their name to? What did they go on to be?
Should we give another clue? Because there's lots of names that they changed before then.
Yeah,
know?
Have you got any of them in front of you?
I can have. One was the Megadeths.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Which again isn't very original, is it? Because
well, no.
There's already
I
a
might be on
Megadeth.
the Megadeths.
Oh well,
You know, totally different, mate.
Oh,
totally
yeah,
different.
one
you know?
letter.
I can't find the other ones now. They've gone off a different page.
Well, have a look from now during this next song,
Yeah, I'll do that.
and read them out just before Tom tells us a little bit more. You have 4 minutes and 14 seconds. If anybody does know who the T-Sets went on to become, we'll give you a little shout out and say well done to you, Diablo. You've already got it. Thank you for not commenting it on the stream though. It gives everybody else a chance.
He
so
said Joe Googled
big
it.
ups.
It wasn't him.
Oh,
No,
right.
he's only joking. No, he knew it anyway.
Of course he
knew it
did.
anyway.
Of course he did. It's rock, isn't it? Here we are. Shez Kane with her track Torn, and then we're going to find out who the T-Sets went on to become.
A stranger to myself, locked up in my own head. Hearing words you say, but nothing takes the pain away. I'm drowning in my tears. Who am I meant to be? It all gets too much. I hide behind my own disguise with no emotion. Never enough in lying eyes. Torn into pieces. Broken down in my hands. Torn, so torn up into pieces. Feelings I endure, sunk down to my core. I'll hide behind a smile, pretending everything's alright. Inside I'm wounded. Tears they fall like pouring rain. Torn into pieces. Broken down in my hands. Torn, so torn up into pieces.
Shez Kane. That was Torn.
I love that actually.
What an amazing
it
track.
was awesome.
She is phenomenal. So before that, we did ask you a question. We are now going to play What's My Name Again, which is a brand new feature. 2 shows ago, you may remember, if you're a regular listener, Mike and I, we kind of played that game over the course of a show. That
Yeah,
was
like 6 or 7
That was
wasn't it?
the mass debate, wasn't
Yeah,
it? We had 10, I think.
You're going to have to explain the mass debate for all the new listeners now,
Well,
because they're going to be like, you just swore.
No. We just mass debate together, don't we? Like we have a
Debate,
subject
we
and
debate.
we mass debate to it.
We debate on big things.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
It's big.
mass
It's a
debate.
mass. It's a debate.
Yeah.
So we. You've got me completely brain farted again now. So we did a whole show where that was the kind of main feature of the show. We were taking bands that changed their name and we were asking people if they knew or could guess what that band went
That
on
was
to
really
become.
good, actually.
And we really enjoyed it, and so did the listeners / viewers. So we've decided to make it a regular feature. I think every show, maybe every other, we will play What's My Name Again, where we kind of tease out hints and clues, and we give the former name of the band that went on to become very successful. And very successful in terms of this one. So they used to be called the T-Set.
The T-Set.
And you've got a couple of other names.
Well, there was quite a few names before the
Yeah.
T-Set. They were called the Megadeths. The Screaming Abdabs, was it, Tom?
Yeah, the Screaming
And
Abdabs.
Was it Spectrum 5 or something you said?
The Spectrum
The
5.
The Spectrum 5.
Wow.
And then, Tom will tell you the story. now.
Yeah, so Tom, tell us a little bit more about the T-Set and who they went on to become, and then we'll hear a track.
Yeah, so the T-Set, you'd think that would be quite a unique name for a band back in the 60s. And you think,
Certainly.
we're safe as houses here. But they turned up at a gig in 1965 at a Royal Air Force Base. And before going on, there was posters around the venue of another band called the T-Set.
Oh my, can you imagine?
It's like a band's worst nightmare. Like, having been in bands, like, your name...
It's everything, isn't it?
It is
Yeah,
everything, because when you're starting out and you're plucking your strings, you think, this is going to be the poster when I sell out the O2 bricks or whatever, you know. And to turn up at the Royal Air Force and be like, there's someone else here.
And to like you said, it's not a common name, is
No,
it?
no.
That's about as random as you can get. The T-Set. I mean, I'd like to know. You know, it's mad enough to think that one band thought that was a good name, let alone 2.
I want to know how their thought process went from the Megadeths to the T-Set.
The T-Set, exactly.
Although, as a lot of people will know from the first frontman, it's not unsurprising that they came up with some wild names. But so the T-Set, they turned up. They did actually go on and play 2 more gigs under the name the T-Set, apparently, and they had
I hope the T-Set weren't also the support on those 2 gigs. Can you imagine going on tour together? The T-Set, supported by the T-Set.
But yeah, the name was pretty much the iconic name that we all know them by now. Came like off the fly, really. It came from nowhere, and it was made up out of 2 different blues
Bluesmen,
artists,
wasn't it? Yeah.
and so the name. Well, I'm coming back to this actually. It's coined from the names of 2 blues musicians, Pink Anderson and Floyd Council.
People have got to get it now, haven't they?
And if you haven't already got it, who are you?
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
But yeah, Pinkney Anderson and Floyd Council completely made up. It was a poster on the room of when they were turning up at this gig.
Yeah.
And Sid Barrett, who went on to have a lot of LSD and was it schizophrenia?
Quite a lot, yeah.
Yeah. He coined the name, and Pink Floyd became the name of that great British rock band, famous for their psychedelic rock sound, unique cover art, and fancy live concerts. Which interestingly came after Sid Barrett, the concerts. And it was interesting reading about them and finding that first of all it all was about the lyrics and the music, and then it became about the live show and the experience. And even though they still had a lot of success, there was a lot of kind of criticism about some of the music, and that they did go away from original writing and that original sound to make it more of an experiential thing, which of course they're completely famous for. And of course the Wall tour, literally a wall being built, which was more than just a metaphor of them on stage. It was them completely disconnected to the rest of the world.
So you know, they went. Oh, sorry to interrupt. I was just because they went the Pink Floyd sound, first, didn't they?
They did, yeah.
And then the Pink Floyd, and then Pink Floyd. So they changed their name quite a few times.
See, I love this. Is going to be my favourite feature. It's so fascinating to kind of see, because there's so many bands that you just can't think that they were ever known by any other name. You know, we had on that feature,
God,
you
Queen,
know, Maroon
wasn't it?
5, Queen, Kiss.
Oh God, yeah. There was
Nickelback
loads.
was a good one. They used to be called the Village Idiot. That was a good one. So yeah, there you are. If you got it right, well done. Although I don't think many of you did. Well done, Diablo. If you didn't Google it, well done.
I don't think he did. I don't think he did.
I'm skeptical. That was a hard one. That was. You can't know what, because he got a lot of the rock ones right last time. You can't know like the history of every rock band. Like I know he's a clever guy and he's well into his rock, but I think there's a little sly under the table googling there. We'll see anyway. I'll tell you what we'll have to do. We'll have to get him in and actually like tie him up.
He's dying to get in, mate.
We'll
He's
tie him
literally
up.
dying to get in, yeah.
Take his phone off him and we'll quiz him live here. And see how many he gets then. We're going to hear a Pink Floyd track. And then I've literally just put in a track as well from an artist who joined me in this studio a few years ago. And I'll tell you a little bit of a similar kind of story on his name change and how he was at a gig and was kind of almost forced to change his name. So here we are. One of my favourite Pink Floyd songs. It's nice and kind of chilled as far as they go. It's Comfortably Numb.
Is there anybody in there? Just not if you can hear me. Is there anyone home? Come on now. I hear you're feeling down. Well, I can ease your pain, get you on your feet again. Relax. I need some information first. Just the basic facts. Can you show me where it hurts? There is no pain, you are receding. A distant ship, smoke on
smoke on the horizon. You are only coming through in waves. Your lips move, but I can't hear what you're saying. When I was a child, I caught a fleeting glimpse out of the corner of my eye. I turned to look, but it was gone. I cannot put my finger on it now. The child is grown, the dream is gone. I have become comfortably numb.
Pink Floyd there, Comfortably Numb, once known as the T-set. We'll be back. We'll be back next month with another game of What's My Name Again. And if you do, if you're a fan of a particular band and you know that they were once known as a quirky name again, do get in touch. I've got a story though. I'm going to play a track now called Rebel Vision, a really kind of quirky, very different song. Anyway, the track is under an artist called Dan Jordan. Now, Dan isn't called Dan.
Okay.
Dan is called Rich, or Richard. And he rocked up for, I think, one of his first ever gigs, if not his first ever gig. And he was walking up to the venue and he saw live music tonight.
Yeah.
Dan Jordan. And he was like, "Oh, that's weird. That's not me. Maybe there's another guy. I don't know." So he walked in. He said, "Hi, I'm playing tonight." And the promoter was like, "Oh, you must be Dan." And he was kind of, because he was like really new to this, he was too embarrassed to say, "No, actually, my name's Rich." So he let them go on, introduce him as Dan Jordan.
Love it.
And I just imagine him stood there with his guitar going,
love it.
"Hey, I'm Dan Jordan."
Oh, yes.
And that's it. He kept it.
Great.
He never did another gig under Rich Jordan. He was Dan Jordan from then on. And I just think
that's brilliant.
That was brilliant. I'd love it. If he makes it pretty big, and in years to come, we're doing an episode of What's My Name Again, and we do one with that story about.
That kind of reminds me of Have a Food Fest with that band.
Oh yes.
Last night.
Yeah, and that was our very own
Mr.
Matt Baker.
Mr.
That
Baker
was
himself,
I was in a band called That Band Last Night. It was meant to be a play on words, because when you go to a gig but you can't remember the name of the band, but you really love. You remember that band last night?
Yeah.
And we thought that was a really quirky name. Matt Baker didn't.
Was he not a fan?
He just couldn't
That
get it
band.
right. I
Last
think initially, I think he introduced us as Last Night.
I think it was that band with the track Last Night.
Yeah,
I think
something
that's
like
what
that.
it was. Something like that. I can't remember.
And
it
then
was
at
so
the
funny.
end, he was like, "There we are, ladies and gentlemen. That was Last Night's band," or something like that. And he just couldn't get. Although a bit like you were down with the economy.
I know.
There's
I know,
loads.
but
you
that
could
was
go
kind
on.
of on purpose when I did that. You know.
There's loads you can go on. We're going to hear the track Rebel Vision now. It's kind of like poetic music almost. I know kind of most music is, but it's like spoken poetry with music behind it. It's fantastic. So here is Rich Jordan, known as Dan Jordan, with Rebel Vision.
Snow White grips her shadow tight. It's harder than ever to keep out of the light when there's a lot of noise coming from behind that rehab door. Call it a write-off, call it an exile for will, call it Heaven's Gate, call it a damn good deal. Either way, she's not that bothered that she's been here before. Politicians stand and deliver. Word is that you can draw your pistols quicker. You may still believe that the devil, he looks after his own. All roads lead to nowhere fast. Only a fool thinks that this luck will last. But you're most bruised when you are all alone. Lady Luck now, it seems she seldom speaks. She keeps her head down low, sits jaded and weeps. Whilst all the drunks, they're all hung up in the alley, out to dry. How does someone so young get so bitter on a steady diet of slimming pills and Twitter? Stumbling on her thoughts as life passes her by. She's like a lemon set in rust. Was fortune, wealth go bust. Turns out we never did have different needs. We were just moving at different speeds. Stand together or fall by division. Tune into your rebel vision. And when midnight hour sings on, that's when darkness is king. From the washed up hacks to the queen of porn, who substitute pride with jealous scorn. Behind a shoddy film set where ambition once stood. Not even the Grim Reaper would touch you now if you only knew, if the stars would allow. One red peek at the truth behind the curtain of ours. It's contagious like a favorite drug. So don't be too quick to judge. It's a blessing and it's a curse. But at least, hey, it can't get worse. Stand together or fall by division. talks down to his queen of spring. If they don't learn to coexist, then tragedy can lead to God or bitterness. Stand together or fall by division. Tune into your rebel vision. And when midnight hour sings on, that's when darkness becomes king.
Dan Jordan, Rebel Vision, like I said, formerly known or currently known as Bruce Jordan, whichever way. But yeah, if like I said, if you have some kind of weird, knowledge of a band that used to be called another name, or if actually you're in a band, we'd love to know the history behind the naming of your band as well. Play a couple of tracks. So yeah, do get in touch at facebook.com/Pure West Radio. Email us as well, studio@purewestradio.com. I'm going to play a track now from one of my favourite people that I've met doing this. His name is Candy Mountain. I think him and Mrs. Mountain are tuned in. If so, big love to the both of you.
That wasn't very nice, was it? You know?
What's that?
Mrs. Mountain.
That's what she calls herself. I'm not giving her that nickname. That is what she calls herself. So yeah, big love to the both of you. This is one of my favourite tracks. Make Me Good.
Welcome to POS. This is Candy Mountain. Make Me Good. Is it true to you, babe? Now I'm back in your arms. You wanted me to change all my ways, but I won't do it. I'll do it no more. I'll do what I can. I'll crawl on your floor. She says I'm just a little piece of dirt at the end of her toes. She has got this lonely heart, yeah. I've got this lonely heart too. She's gonna make me good. What were those words that you whispered to me? You wanted me to change everything, and I said I won't do it. I'll do it no more. I'll do what I can. I'll crawl on your floor. She says I'm just a little piece of dirt at the end of her toes. She's got this lonely heart, yeah. I've got this lonely heart too. She's gonna make me good. She's got this lonely heart, yeah. I've got this lonely heart too. She's gonna make me good, yeah. Oh, make me good, baby.
Hi there, this is Candy Mountain. You're listening to Pure West Presents with Rob Parker on Pure West Radio, so listen in. How does it feel to fall in love, to fall in love with me? I'm finding it hard to make up my mind all of the time I'm with you. Give me your reason, give me no lies. Down on my knees and I'm begging you, why? Is it true that you wanted me back in your arms tonight? And is it true those things you said to me last night? Give me your reason, give me no lies. I'm down on my knees and I'm begging you, why? Inside of me, and I can love you more. I'm better than him. I'm better than him. I'm better than him. I'm better than him. Inside of me, and I can love you more. I'm better than him. 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 Baby, can't you see? There's a hero deep inside of me, and I can love you more. I'm better than him. 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 Yeah. I'm better than him. Yeah, yeah. I'm better than him. Yeah. I'm better than him. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm better than him.
They don't come much better than him. Candy Mountain there, 2 tracks from him back to back. Better than him. Before that, we had Make Me Good, which was actually recorded live in this very studio. Absolutely phenomenal man. Really, really one of the nicest guys that I've met doing this job. Up next, we've got a local band, Random Perception, with their track Lion in My Head. And then we'll end on a double from Diablo.
There is a light on, yet it's so dark I can barely see your face. We're only here once, so go search for one to make all this okay. Teach me how to fall. Go move on, go move on, go move on. Life taught me how to crawl. Go move on, go move on, go move on. I heard there's a secret that's a major turning point for all involved. I bet you don't care now, but I told you and you shouted, oh my God. Teach me how to fall. Go move on, go move on, go move on. Life taught me how to crawl. Go move on, go move on, go move on. There's a lion in my head, now it's holding on.
Random Perception, Lying in My Head, one of my favourite local bands from years gone by. Mike, what have we got then to say goodbye?
We got Diablo's last 2 tracks.
Diablo's Double, that's what we said.
Yes, Diablo's Double. I
that's
like
not
it.
That's not a regular feature, don't get
No,
excited.
but just for tonight, Diablo's Double, it sounds good. Got no information on the first ones, otherwise it's Alter Eden and Let's Be Fearless, I believe their track is called. And then next up is Johnny No Cash. I don't know what genre this is, I've never heard of it. Celtic Death Country. And he's from Canada. I've got a link for him. Just go and check him out. JohnnyNoCash.com, and his track is called Burned Alive.
Fantastic. That's us for tonight. We'll be back on the 20th of September. Same time, same place. We'll see you there. Thank you, Mike, for joining me tonight. Thank you, Tom, as always.
Thank you.
And to everybody who's tuned in and got involved.
Laters.
Let's be fearless, let's be young. Let's let the undertow pull us down, fill our lungs. Set back the process, fly into the sun. Wax dripping upwards, the sickness is done. Suddenly I'm falling, so wrap yourself in tears. Feed the beast in your head, feed the grave in your ears. Feed the grave in your ears. Oh, let's be fearless, let's be young. Let's let the undertow pull us down, fill our lungs. Let's be fearless, let's be raw. Let's be wrecking the finest way and lose the show. Blow off the cobwebs covering your ink. Claim back the sorrow that gives you pause to think. Suddenly you're flying, and bit by bit it's yours. Give your teeth their bites, give your ears their flaws. Give your ears their flaws. Let's be fearless, let's be young. Let's let the undertow pull us down, fill our lungs. Let's be fearless, let's be raw. Let's be wrecking the finest way and lose the show. So steal our homes and burn our thrones until we're broke. Let's be fearless, let's be young. Let's let the undertow pull us down, fill our lungs. Let's be fearless, let's be raw. Let's be wrecking the finest way and lose the show. Let's be fearless, let's be young. Let's let the undertow pull us down, fill our lungs.
This is Pure West Radio. Across Pembrokeshire, 24 hours a day.
Line 'em up!
wagging tongues, rejuvenating deadly fumes. And I'll sink so low to the depths of rock and roll beyond the last sip of a pint. And when the sun goes down, my angels will burn me alive. Laughing through the pain as the dust is clogging up our veins. And we're selling ourselves for booze and plastic whales, splitting pennies with a rusty blade. And I'll sink so low to the depths of rock and roll beyond the last sip of a pint. And when the sun goes down, my angels will burn me alive. And I'll sink so low to the point of no control, I think I lost the last bolt in my mind. And when the sun goes down, my angels will burn me alive. Come on. I'm staring through the red, blank bullets in the gun to my head, and the noose it's made out of thread, and my shoes are weighted with lead. I said, where am I now? I see the ground, I'm feeling alone. Drown myself in whiskey, don't wanna be found. And all this time I try to better myself, I've realized it's useless cause I'm beaten to hell. And I'll sink so low to the depths of rock and roll beyond the last sip of a pint. And when the sun goes down, my angels will burn me alive. And I'll sink so low to the point of no control, I think I lost the last bolt in my mind. And when the sun goes down, my angels. And when the sun goes down, my angels. And when the sun goes down, my angels will burn me alive. Burn alive. Burn alive. Burn alive.
This is Pure West Radio for Pembrokeshire from Pembrokeshire.